The Book of Adam and Eve, chapters 50 and 51. Chapter 50, Adam in Search of Raiment. Then Adam and Eve went forth and came into the cave of treasures, and they stood praying in it the whole of the day until the evening. And this took place at the end of 50 days after they left the garden. Hey, let me pause real quick, y'all. I'm starting to notice a pattern. Every chapter, I believe every chapter is a different day, because every chapter that I'm in, it always mentions that same day, you know what I'm saying, of whenever Adam and Eve transgressed. You know what I'm saying? Just like right here, we're in chapter 50, and it says right here, and this took place at the end of 50 days after they had left the garden. All praise. I just now, it kind of like snapped into my head, because there was previous chapters where I would read, they transgressed, and it was the same chapter. Anyway, let me start from the beginning again. Then Adam and Eve went forth and came into the cave of treasures, and they stood praying in it the whole of the day until the evening. And this took place at the end of 50 days after they had left the garden. But Adam and Eve rose again and prayed to the Most High Power of Israel in the cave the whole of the night, and begged for mercy from him. And when the day dawned, Adam said to Eve, "Come, let us go and do some work for our bodies." So they went out of the cave and came to the northern border of the garden, and they sought something to cover their bodies withal. But they found nothing, and knew not how to do the work. Yet their bodies were stained, and they were speechless from cold and heat. Whew. Yo, I could not imagine that. Just having to come up with all the solutions. Like, just imagine that, y'all. Like, you're the very first people that ever walked the face of the earth, so you have to come up with all these conclusions. Like, everything is so new to you, you know what I'm saying? Just like it says right here. It says their bodies were stained, you know what I'm saying? So they had to bathe themselves like daily, because they were stained up, you know what I'm saying? Like, from all the scratches and whew. You know what happened within those 50 days of the transgression? You know what I'm saying? Adam almost threw his whole body off a cliff and just destroyed itself, you know what I'm saying? So I bet they was all bruised up and battered and cut up, you know what I'm saying? And then they was hot, cold, sweating. Bro, that has fever written all over it. So I clap it up. I clap it up to my forefather and foremother, Adam and Eve, for figuring out solutions to the problems. All praise. Then Adam stood and asked the Most High Power of Israel to show him something wherewith to cover their bodies. Then came the word of the Most High, and said unto him, O Adam, take Eve and come to the seashore, where ye fasted before. There ye shall find skins of sheep, whose flesh was devoured by lions, and whose skins were left. Take them and make raiment for yourselves, and clothe yourselves withal. The Book of Adam and Eve, chapter 51. Then Adam heard these words from I Am. He took Eve and removed from the northern end of the garden to the south of it, by the river of water, where they once fasted. But as they were going in the way, and before they reached that place, Satan, the wicked one, had heard the word of the Most High Power communing with Adam respecting his covering. It grieved him, and he hastened to the place where the sheepskins were, with the intention of taking them and throwing them into the sea, or of burning them with fire, that Adam and Eve should not find them. But as he was about to take them, the word of the Most High Power of Israel came from heaven and bound him by the side of those skins until Adam and Eve came near him. But as they neared him, they were afraid of him and of his hideous look. Then, yo, they was scared of how ugly he was. It said they were afraid of him and his hideous look. Then came the word of the Most High Power to Adam and Eve, and said to them, This is he who was hidden in the serpent, and who deceived you, and stripped you of the garment of light and glory in which you were. This is he who promised you majesty and divinity. Where then is the beauty that was on him? Where is his divinity? Where is his light? Where is the glory that rested on him? Now his figure is hideous. He has become abominable among angels, and he has come to be called Satan, O Adam. He wished to take from you this earthly garment of sheepskins, and to destroy it, and not let you be covered with it. What then is his beauty that you should have followed him? And what have you gained by hearkening to him? See his evil works, and then look at me, your creator, and at the good deeds I do you. See, I bound him until you came and saw him and beheld his weakness, that no power is left with him. And the Most High Power of Israel released him from his bonds. All praise to the power of the Son of Man, Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. Father, I am that I am, and his only begotten Son, the Son of Man, the Redeemer, the Messiah. Wow. When I tell y'all the Most High Power of Israel his mercy is unlimitless. You know what I'm saying? He's so merciful. After all that wickedness Satan did, trying to, like, just little nitpicky weirdo stuff. How you gonna take somebody's clothes and try to burn them? Like, what is wrong with you mentally, bro? But listen though, this same type of wickedness, this same type of, you know what Satan reminds me of? Satan reminds me of the robots in Terminator, bro. They just will not stop until the mission is accomplished, bro. They are robots. That's how you have to look at Satan and all his minions, aka the demons in the fallen angels. You have to look at them as robots, because if you look at them as anything else than robots, you might go mad. If you look at them as human, like, dang, how could a human continue to try to torture and torment somebody? Like, what is the profit? Like, what are we doing, bro? Because I witnessed it too myself. Just as I was reading, I'm hearing all kind of creaking and crackling from the top neighbors. Like, just again, when I'm reading, is a lot of weirdo activity that happens. And I don't believe in coincidences. But anyway, like I say, when you think of Satan from now on, think of the robots in Terminator. You remember how the first Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was committed, bro. When I tell you he was committed to find and destroy John Connor. Matter of fact, who is John Connor? We the John Connors, bro. We the black John Connor. Huh? We the black John Connors. And the adversary is the Terminator. You know what I'm saying? Israel is John Connor. The adversary is the Terminator. Hey, and the precious Holy Spirit, that's John Connor's mother. You know what I'm saying? Just trying her damnness to try to keep Israel, the small remnant left, protected and safe until the second coming of Messiah. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the Most High Power of Israel, the masculine spirit, is watching over it all. You know what I'm saying? And making sure everything goes according to plan or according to prophecy. With that being said, all praise Israel to the power of the Son of Man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hey, listen. This fight is getting real dangerous now, y'all. It's getting dangerous. Bro, when I tell you these spirits, they're not appreciating. Like, this is how I know it's getting serious. For one, all these drone attacks, like all these drones on the East Coast, there's more and more sightings of these drones. But we all know, you know what I'm saying, they're the holy archangels, you know what I'm saying, putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Those orbs, those are the angels. They're mimicking and mocking all these drones, you know what I'm saying? They're shape shifting in the drones too. Like, we could do it too. You know what I'm saying? And now Nobody would know the difference between y'all or us. And that's the most beautiful. Ooh, what did I tell y'all a couple chapters ago? Didn't I tell y'all that the most high power of Israel is the ultimate psychological warfare warrior? He can make you go mad in the mind. He don't even have to touch you. He'll just make you go mad. And then just dust his hands off and continue going. All praise to the most high power of the Son of Man, Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, Father, I am that I am, aka the most sophisticated psychological warrior. Aman, shalom, and so be it. All right, so this is a truck stop quickie. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here about to go in the crib. Just did my grocery shopping. Cause you know on the Sabbath I don't do nothing besides eat, drink, and be married to the Most High. But then that Sabbath night, that's when I'm knocking out my groceries and doing all that. But anyway, as I'm coming home from grocery shopping, I'm just parking the car right now. All right, cool. So as I'm coming home from grocery shopping, I used to listen to this show. It's called Coast to Coast AM on the radio. I used to listen to this heavy when I was a truck driver back in 2018, 19. You know what I'm saying? But I still listen to it, you know, late nights because it is a late night show, a radio show. But anyway, I was listening to Coast with Connie Breeze because usually it's George Norrie, but Connie Breeze, I guess she substitutes on the weekend. What am I talking about? Anyway, I was listening to her, and both of them are Gentiles, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Because they talk about the paranormal and the supernatural and like all kind of Gentile vanity that Gentiles love. They just love it. They love to talk about UFOs, aliens. Like that's just they avenue. But anyway, listening to her, she talking about some if this realm lost the love, then we would be dead because love is everything. But once you pass over, then you're in the ultimate realm of love. And I'm like, what? Once you pass over, and then I started laughing as an Israelite, as a born again Israelite, listening to a Gentile talk about once you pass over to the other side, you're in the love, like the ultimate love realm. I'm thinking in my head, like, Gentile women, do you not understand the spiritual laws that you have to abide by? And you didn't even mention that part. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't follow the Most High of Israel's laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, as well as his high holy Sabbath day, bro, you're not even gonna taste that so-called never everlasting realm of love, whatever you talking about, huh? Because the ultimate realm of love is the kingdom, is New Jerusalem. That's where the 12 tribes gonna be, and the grafted in Gentiles. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate realm of love. I don't know what you talking about. So when you pass over, you go into a realm of listen. According to what is it? The Apocalypse of Paul. Once you pass over, it's a 7-day period of, if you're a righteous brother, you're gonna go through that 7-day period of being escorted with an angel to see different things in different realms before you go to the temporary holding place before New Jerusalem, or aka more than likely is Abraham's bosom for the righteous. Now, as far as the wicked goes, you're gonna go through that same 7-day period of, you know, I guess like touring and seeing different realms or whatever. But after that 7-day period, you're going to your holding place until Judgment Day. What's that holding place? Ooh, you don't even want to know. It's the place of condemnation. The place where, woo! I don't even want to talk about the tortures and torments that I've read according to the Apocalypse of Paul, but just know it ain't pretty. Ooh. So Connie Breeze talking about some, oh, once you pass over, you're gonna go to the ultimate realm of love. Hey, keep living that Disneyland fairy tale fantasy that y'all Gentiles love to keep in y'all head to block out the fact that there's no life there. You know what I'm saying? That Holy Spirit is there, but is a form of the Holy Spirit. I don't listen. When it comes to Gentiles, I don't know. Cause y'all be looking miserable spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all always be sad. Even though you're the happiest, you know what I'm saying? You look happy, just a cool, Gentiles just always smiling. Like everything's all peachy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got Gentile privilege, but at the end of the day, with that privilege, y'all don't take advantage of it at all. But it's all good though. You know what I'm saying? This is your blessing. You better take advantage of your Gentile privilege while you still can. Cause I know Israel finna take full advantage of my Israelite privilege. You feel me? In the kingdom. I mean, I'm gonna do it righteously now. I ain't finna be like Massa. No, 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 no. I can't have that on my conscience. You know what I'm saying? But you not finna back talk me now. If you belong to me and you my servant, and I tell you to do something, and you roll your eyes, or you try to sass or suck it, bro, I'm gonna give you immediate judgment, bro. Bam! Right then and there. All praise to the Most High Power of Israel. Aman, Shalom, and so be it.